everyone, it's Frankie here. And yes, we are back with Monster High Fantasies' third Q&A. In this video, we will be answering all the rest of the questions that did not make it in the first part. So, let's get right. Not on my watch, Frankie. Not again! Toralei, just because you look different doesn't mean you get to be the host. It doesn't matter if I look different or not. I'm being the host and that's final. The people obviously want their questions answered and you're basically just interrupting everything. But you're the one ruining the Q&A by being the host this time. I apologize sincerely, Toralei, but I'm not wasting my time on you again. Monster High Fantasy, if you would please use your editing powers again. Please. Go ahead, Monster High Fantasy. Use your editing powers. It won't work this time. Oh my ghoul! Did you really have to get rid of her like that, Monster High Fantasy? Why are you not answering me? Monster High Fantasy? Hello? Well, at least Toralei is gone? Alright, let's start the Q&A. We Are Dolls' first question is, when did you start collecting MH dolls? Monster High Fantasy started collecting Monster High dolls when she was really young, like 9 years old. And she's 17 now, so that means it's been 8 years. Yeah, pretty long time. Oh, We Are Dolls? Your second question was answered in the first answering part. It's Sweet Screams Draculora. Monster High Midori Gyurin's first question is, do you ever get fan mail? Monster High Fantasy doesn't want fan mail. Reason number one, because she doesn't want to put her address to the public. And number two, she doesn't really deserve it. So, I mean, that's how she feels. Second question from Monster High Midori Gyurin is, when is your next giveaway?
Next? Monster High Fantasy never had a giveaway, so sorry, I don't know what you mean by next. But if you're basically asking if Monster High Fantasy will have a giveaway, she doesn't know. She doesn't really like doing giveaways, and she's like bad at them. Can you be bad at giveaways? I don't know, but she doesn't really want to try right now. Maybe in the future, maybe not. We'll see.
The Kitty Show's first question is, what got you into dolls?
Well, Monster High Fantasy got into dolls when she was little, so her parents just started buying her toys because, I mean, she was little. What little kid doesn't play with dolls, you know, and toys? So, nothing really got her into dolls. She was just a little girl wanting to play with toys, and that's basically how everything happened.
The Kitty Show's second question is, what doll line can you not have but you want to collect? If you're speaking about Monster High, she really wanted to collect the Mom Monsteristas 5-pack, but it was never sold in the US. Pastel Wolf MSP's first question is, what is your favorite animal? It's gotta be kitties, without a doubt. Pastel Wolf MSP's second question is, do you have any pets? Yes, she does. She has 4 cats, in fact. 3 Egyptian mouse and 1 domestic shorthair.
So this is Macy, the domestic shorthair. This is Minnie, the Egyptian Mouse. This is Mimi, the Egyptian Mouse. Well, at least I think she is an Egyptian Mouse. And last but not least, Milo, the Egyptian Mouse, Monster High Fantasies' favorite.
Monster High Crazy asked, what do you like to do in your free time besides making videos?
Well, she plays with her dolls, she plays video games, she watches YouTube videos a lot, she posts photos on Instagram, she calls with her friends. YouTube is obviously not Monster High Fantasy's life, so of course she does other things besides making videos. Although she is rather antisocial, so she doesn't go out a lot, you know? And
Love and Hip Hop Tea Inc.'s first question is, did you ever have anything else other than Monster High dolls?
yeah, she did. She used to have Bratz dolls, Barbies, Winx, you name it. She used to have a bunch. But when Monster High came around, well, Monster High was like so interesting to her, so that's why she just started collecting Monster High dolls. So yeah, she also has Miraculous Ladybug dolls too, but she needs to, you know, increase her collection on those ones. She also has 2 Ever After High dolls, but I don't know, she's probably not going to be adding to that collection.
Love and Hip Hop Tea Inc.'s second question is, and would you make reboots versus original with Monster High dolls, the older dolls versus the newer dolls? Oh, that's a cool video suggestion. Perhaps sometime in the future she can make something like that. But she doesn't know for sure, but possibly. JC Jumping's question is, do you have any tips for getting through high school while still maintaining a relationship with your dolls?
Well, there's not really a tip. Everyone is different. Some people are the same. You could grow out of Monster High dolls or any type of dolls when you grow up, or you don't. And I guess for Monster High Fantasy, she's not going out. At least not yet. So there's not really any tips she could give you because, I mean, everyone is different, like I said before. She just hasn't grown out of them yet, so I guess that's all I could say about that.
Monica Starr's first question is, do you watch Big City Greens?
So she looked up Big City Greens on Safari because she didn't know what it was. Turns out it's an American comedy series that's on Disney Channel. She doesn't really watch Disney Channel anymore. She barely watches TV at all. So yeah, she doesn't watch Big City Greens, and she's trying not to watch it anyways because, like, I don't know, doesn't seem to capture her interest. I don't know, she doesn't really watch TV.
Monica Starr's second question is, do you play Wings Fairy School? No, she doesn't. She hasn't even heard of Wings Fairy School. She doesn't even like Winx anymore. She totally grew out of that like so long ago. But when she was younger, she used to love Winx. Like, it was her favorite like franchise. It was really cool to her, but now she's grown out of it.
We are the Winx, we are the Winx. Come join the club. We are the Winx.
Yep, that is a huge wave of nostalgia for Monster High Fantasy. Taylor Sark asked, have you read any of the Monster High books by Lacey Harrison? Yeah, she never really got into the Monster High books. I mean, she's seen them around here and there, but she never really, was interested to read them. Is there a way you can read them online? If so, maybe she should. Aspen Faye asked, would you rather have it rain sprinkles or confetti? Probably sprinkles, because when it starts raining, she can just go outside and catch them in her mouth. Hibiscus the Skywing asked, do you have any video plans coming up? At the moment, not really. Maybe another stop motion meme because she has gotten some requests, but usually it just comes up at the top of her head and then she just makes it. So, yeah. Blue Gumdrop Creations' first question is, can you do a stop motion and editing tutorial?
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so she's really bad at tutorials, so maybe she'll make a stop motion tutorial, but editing, if you guys knew what Monster High Fantasy has to pay to get like good effects and stuff, oh my god, here, let me show you.
So for Stop Motion Studio, she paid $5. For Viva Video, she paid $11 for a year of effects. And last but not least, she paid $30 for Video Effects Live and Video Star. She needs help, honestly.
So yeah, Monster High Fantasy basically pays freaking $45 just to make the video she does now. If you guys have that money and you want to buy those subscriptions and those passes to have all those effects, be my guest. Because Monster High Fantasy is just crazy enough to do that. So if you guys want cool effects and stuff like Monster High Fantasy, you gotta pay all that money.
Blue Gumdrop Creation's second question is, how do you have good video ideas?
Honestly, she has no idea. She just, she can be randomly just watching a video and she'd be like, hey, that can make a good video. Like, I can make this in stop motion and stuff like that. And she'll do it, It's just, I don't know, whatever she finds on YouTube or something, or maybe she'll come up with something on the top of her head, she'll do it. So, it's not, I don't know, there's not really like a secret or anything about it. She just does whatever she can.
Courtney Zombie 13's first question is, your opinion on the MH reboot? Do you prefer the original goals?
Yeah, although she has a few, Monster High Reboot dolls, she will always prefer the original goals because, Mattel had no reason to do that. The Monster High Reboot is literally a flop. I probably have said that, so many times, or Monster High Fantasy, wants me to say that because, it is. It's a flop. It's a flop, okay? It will always be a flop. Just because she has a few dolls she likes, she still thinks the reboot was just such a bad thing to do. So, yeah, she'll always prefer original Monster High. All the way, no matter what.
Courtney Zombie 13's second question is, would you do doll series in the future with actual episodes?
So she basically answered this in the first part because someone asked, are you planning to do a doll series? She really hates making series. She thinks she'd be bad at a series because she's not that creative. She would probably have to do a script because she does not know how to improvise well. And she feels like everything would just be a mess, so most likely not. And plus, if she had to make, long 10-minute episodes for a series, How many episodes are in a series? That's like so much recording and so much time. She could be doing something else, so most likely not. She just, I don't know, we just gotta see for the future, okay?
And Courtney's last question is, what is your favorite Monster High movie and why?
It's gotta be between either Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love or Scary City of Frights, because like she loves both of those movies so much. Scary City of Frights, she watches that like all the time. And Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love, she's also watching that a lot more too, ever since she got Valentine for some weird reason. But yeah, she's been watching those two Monster High movies. She just, I don't know, she just loves those two the most. There's not really a reason, she just, I don't know. Well, the reason for Why Do Ghouls Fall in Love is because of Valentine, because she's weird like that. And then Why Do Scary City of Frights, I don't know, she just always liked that Monster High movie.
So, Satsuki-chan, your question was answered in the first part. If she's bursting with motivation and inspiration, it takes her like several hours to do 1 to 2 minutes, but if she's lazy, it'll take her about a day or so. So yeah, that's just how she is.
Blessin Mayfield asked, when are you gonna do a full Monster High video like old times? Since Monster High Fantasy has a lot more time on her hands, she's gonna be able to make longer videos. That means she'd have to think of skits to do. But, I mean, she'll come up with something pretty soon, so yeah, don't worry about that. She'll try to make longer videos. MHEH Girl's first question is, what are your fave Monster High reboots? So, since Claude here is in Monster High Fantasy's top 5 fave dolls, I guess he would have to be, you know, Monster High Fantasy's favorite MH reboot. Claude, but you're like in the lowest position though. You're like the 5th one. Wow, Frankie, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna leave. MHEH Girl's next question is there an MH doll / character you don't really like? Yeah, she doesn't really like Iris Clops. I don't know. The one eye thing just doesn't do it for her. Oh my gosh, scared me there. Sorry, Iris. MHEH Girl's last question is, do you like Ever After High? Well, she thinks Ever After High is all cool and stuff, but it never really intrigued her. That's why she only has a couple dolls. So she thinks it's cool, but she'll never really get into it, if you know what I mean. Dr. Heavenly Stetner asked, do you watch Adventures of the Ghoul Squad from Monster High? And if so, who is your favorite character?
No, she doesn't watch Adventures of the Ghoul Squad from Monster High because, like, she thinks the animation is not that good, and she doesn't know why, like, Mattel or Monster High decided to make that series, because, like, what's the point, honestly? So, yeah, she doesn't watch it, and she doesn't think she ever will.
Marshmallow Productions' first question is, will you make DIYs for dolls? Most likely not. She doesn't think she'll make DIYs for dolls because she is so not creative, and she doesn't know how to make crafts and stuff like that. Second question from Marshmallow Productions is, what happened to Deuce and Cleo?
So, Cleo and Deuce are history. Mostly everyone knows that. So, how they became history. Deuce was broken, well, his legs were broken by Monster High Fantasies' friend. She was kind of mad, but she couldn't be mad at her for too long because I was her best friend at the time. So she's just like, okay, that's okay. But inside she was like, oh my god, why? Anyways, Cleo, she was actually in pretty good condition. Her legs weren't broken or anything. But Monster High Fantasy, when she was little, cut her hair and did horrible things to her. So that's how she became history.
Marshmallow Productions' third question is, what was your second, third, fourth, and fifth dolls?
So her second doll was me in my original outfit, actually. But I have no idea where that outfit went, so rip. That's okay, at least I have like a lot more outfits. Third doll was Draculaura, but I never see her in that outfit, the basic one, so that was gone for good. Fifth one was, or fourth one was Claudine, I believe, in her original outfit, but her legs broke. And she got her twice, but her legs broke 2 times, so rip. And fifth one was Lagona, but she is also gone. Well, she's not gone, but that outfit is history too, so.
For your fourth question, Marshmallow Productions, she has no idea. I'm sorry, she has no idea. Super San asked, do you watch anime? If so, what anime do you watch?
Well, I'll tell you this. She used to watch anime a lot, but she doesn't really do that anymore. Don't know why. But I'll tell you all the anime shows that she has watched. She's watched Dragon Ball Z, Samurai Champloo. She hasn't watched Naruto, but she does play a Naruto game. That doesn't count, but she should watch Naruto. Kill la Kill, Oron High School. Probably got that wrong, but who cares? And what else? Oh yeah, Soul Eater. That's all she can think of right now. She probably has more that she watched, but since she doesn't really watch anymore, she forgot. But yeah, that's all I can tell ya.
Truffle 3's first question is, what programs do you use?
These are all iOS apps. VideoFX Live, Video Star, iMovie, Viva Video, and Splice. Yep, hope that answers your question.
Truffle 3's second question is, advice to people who are new to the doll community?
Well, all I have to say to the people who are new to the doll community, don't let people tell you that you're too old to play with dolls. You're never too old to play with dolls. Don't let anyone tell you that, okay? Don't let them bring you down about any of that, because it's not true. You're not too old. You can play with dolls if you want. If you like it, then do it. If you have to play with them, then play with them. No one can control you. It's your life, okay?
Truffle 3's third question is, top 20 favorite doll YouTubers? Alright, so Monster High Fantasy does not want to make this video longer than it already is. So she's gonna put the names of her top 20 favorite doll YouTubers in the description below. So yeah, check that out if you're curious. Truffle 3's last question is, favorite food? Pizza always, pizza forever.
Next few questions were asked by Monster High Madness, but he didn't really ask them in the comment section on YouTube. He asked them through the messages between him and Monster High Fantasy. So yeah. So the first question he asked was, is there a doll you regret buying? And yes, for Monster High Fantasy, she regrets buying Gulia. She has a little bit of Gulia. She has like 4 Gulias, but all the time. The glasses are so flimsy and fragile, they break so easily. And then that just gets on Monster High Fantasy's nerves so much. So I guess it would be the Gulia dolls. Monster High Madness's second question was, what is your favorite doll line that Monster High has ever had? And it has to be Sweet Screams, because like, Sweet Screams Draculaura, one of her favorite dolls of all time. So yeah, it has to be Sweet Screams because they're like so cute. Because I'm in there too. Because we're like all made full of candy and stuff, and there's like a little story behind it. So yeah, it's a really cool doll line, well, Monster High doll line that Monster High Fantasy loves. So I hope that answers your question.
Monster High Madness's third question is, who's your least favorite character in MH? Iris. Monster High Madness also asked, who has the worst reboot face? So Monster High Fantasy thinks that my reboot face is the worst. I mean, can't really be mad about it because we are flop. Honestly, I'm a flop. Look at this. And you know, it's just how it is. I can't really disagree or anything like that, so the truth hurts.
And Monster High Madness's last question was favorite and least favorite Monster High movie. So we already answered the first question. I think the favorite Monster High movie has to be either White Equals One Love or Scare City Frights. And least favorite Monster High movie, either Scary Reef or the Reboot movies, Electrified or something like that, because I mean they suck. I mean, you already know.
We have the last questions of Monster High Fantasy's third Q&A. So these questions were asked by Dark Angels 2123, but she asked them on Instagram, so she can't show you really like the questions, but I'll still like say the questions so you guys know what she asked, obviously.
So Dark Angel's first question was, who is your favorite music artist? And it's obviously Melanie Martinez. I mean, can't you tell? Like a lot of her music videos, Monster High Fantasies music videos, the majority of the songs are Melanie Martinez, the queen. So Dark Angel's second question was, how many Draculauras do you have? And she hasn't told me yet. She said she's gonna reveal the number right here, so let me... Holy! Monster High Fantasy, you have an obsession, girl.
Frankie! Wait, huh? These are not even all of them, and I feel so overwhelmed. Help me!
Phew. Alright. Dark Angel's third question was, if you could be one Monster High character, who would you be? She would probably be Draculaura, because that's her favorite Monster High character, I guess. But if she were to be just a regular monster at Monster High, she'd most likely be a werecat, because she loves cats. Alrighty. Dark Angel's last question is, if you could be stuck with a Monster High boy, who would you be stuck with? Good question. She doesn't know. I don't know what you really mean by stuck. Like, stuck as in stuck in a relationship? If you mean stuck in a relationship, then no one. No one. But if you mean like stuck in like a room for a certain amount of time, maybe, I don't know. Maybe Jackson, or someone that would just leave her alone. Because like, she wouldn't want to make conversation with being, stuck in a room or a closet or whatever it may be. So yeah, my hair's getting away. My hair. Okay. So yeah, she really doesn't know. Probably just someone who would just leave her alone because like, she wouldn't want to make conversation with them. Just be like, leave me alone until we can get out of here. So, I hope that answers your question. That was like a really bad answer, but I mean, Monster High Fantasy wanted me to say it, so whip. We did it, Ghouls and Mansters. We answered all of the questions. Monster High Fantasy wants to give a big thank you to all of you who, asked questions because, like, it was cool. I had really a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun being the host for this third Q&A. So, yeah, I would like to thank you, too. Thank you for sending in your questions, because this is really fun to do. I had a lot of fun, and perhaps, like, in a year or so, or, like, somewhere in the future, we can have another Q&A, like a fourth one. And then someone else can be the host, okay? Because I'm not like Torla. I'm not going to be like, oh, I want to be the host again. No. I was the host for this one, and that's final. So, yeah, thank you so much for your questions. Thank you for watching the whole video, if you did. So, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And Monster High Fantasy will see you in the next video, whatever it may be. So, yeah, bye, everyone. Thank you for your questions for the millionth time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are all awesome. Monster High Fantasy loves you. So, yeah, bye-bye.